Thanks for joining us for another 5-minute murder. Let's pick a card here. This weekend, I'm going to be in Owensboro, Kentucky for Fear Expo. It's a haunted house convention down there, and they do an incredible job. It is a trade show convention, so I'll be down there promoting one of my newer games. And I've been working on a national, like a haunt game, where you can play as a haunt character, trying to get as many scares as you can. But we're going to do that and get all of the haunts to participate so they can buy in and get their logo on it. So you can go to your local haunt, your haunted house, and pick up the game and play your favorite haunter and promote all the haunts around the country. So that is this weekend. I'll be out there doing that thing. It should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. Hell's a Poppin' is doing a show, a sideshow performance there, which is super cool. I'm really excited about that because I have a sideshow game coming. And the Profiler is leaving Kickstarter. Actually, by the time you guys see this, it will already be off Kickstarter. And this weekend, it'll be going on my website. You guys can pre-order it from there. So, let's pick a card. We'll get started. Oh, we got here. Well, let me pick one. Oh, all right. So today, we got old James Whitey Bulger. All right, so Whitey Bulger was born September 3rd, 1929. Died October 30th, 2018. He was an Irish-American organized crime boss and FBI informant who led the Winter Hill Gang. On December 23rd, 1994, Bulger fled the Boston area and went into hiding after his former FBI handler, John Connolly, tipped him off about a pending RICO indictment against him. Bulger remained at large for 16 years. After his 2011 arrest, federal prosecutors tried Bulger for 19 murders. At the United States Penitentiary in West Virginia at 8:20 a.m. on October 30th, the 89-year-old Bulger was found dead. Bulger was in a wheelchair and had been beaten to death by multiple inmates armed with sock-wrapped padlocks and a shiv. All right, so Whitey Bulger is probably one of the most infamous, mob, or not mob, but crime bosses of, the 2000s, right? This guy really controlled the areas that he worked in with the Winter Hill Gang. They did countless murders. They were into all kinds of businesses, and Whitey had been part of that, from the time he was young, right? And so he was, kind of the crazy crime boss that would do anything. But Whitey was also informing. The reason why he stayed out of prison for so long is because he was an informant. And, there are several movies out there that are about him. Of course, Black Mass with, I can't think of his name now. Oh my God. All I could think of, Johnny Depp. Okay. I kept thinking of Amber Heard. That's a whole nother story. But Johnny Depp plays Whitey Bulger. And then you have Jack Nicholson, right? In the movie about The Departed with Leonardo DiCaprio and Matt Damon, right? Even though that movie is not about Whitey Bulger per se, the story is largely based off of Whitey Bulger. And it has got to be one of the best movies about that storyline that is out there. It is excellent. I thought it was much better than Black Mass myself personally. But, it really does do a good job of showing all of the things that Whitey Bulger did, right? He had informants everywhere. He was an informant himself. He had a well-connected network, and he was out of his mind, right? So he does eventually get caught. He gets put in prison, and all those years later, the guy's 89 years old, and they end up beating him to death. A gang of people beat him to death and stab him. You know, Whitey Bulger was not a nice person, right? He was really kind of a mean guy, and there seemed to be not that many people that liked Whitey all that much. And that showed. At 89 years old, they would not even let him live then. So crazy. Watch those movies. Check it out. Check out Black Mass. If you haven't seen The Departed, you need to watch it. It is an excellent movie. Both Leonardo DiCaprio and Matt Damon are excellent in those movies. And then, of course, Jack Nicholson just has an incredible performance playing his role in the movie that is very, very similar to Whitey Bulger. I love the one scene where they're in the restaurant and he like comes up behind him and he's like a rat. So it's really funny. But that movie is just incredible. And again, really parallels the life of Whitey Bulger and what he did and how he lived and how he controlled Boston, right? He controlled the organized crime there and really was a very formidable opponent against the mob and other crime factions. The Winter Hill Gang really controlled that area of Boston and were like some of the main protagonists during that time in the 2000s of drug running and gun running and all of those things. They had their hands in everything. So anyway, check out the movies. Check out more about old Whitey Bulger. And if you're in Owensboro, come and see me. Come and check out Fear Expo. It's going to be a great time. There's going to be all kinds of props kind of like this here. And we will be there spreading some killers love and bringing Into the Haunt out to people and showing them. So I'm super excited about that. I will catch you guys soon. Have a great weekend.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, leader my